Hi, thank you, Osa. So, this is extremely important. If you want to be successful, you cannot be the sickly worker, you cannot be the sickly employee. You have to be determined, you have to make a conscious effort to be healthy. And health, as we know it, is not just the mere absence of disease, physical disease. Health is when you have well being, whether in your physical space, your emotional space, your mental space. So, you actually, if you aspire to succeed, if you aspire to be successful, you have to put your health first. There is no reason for an ambitious woman who desires to move from the position she is to the next position, which you know will require more out of you, not to have your annual wellness check. Now, listen, we call this an annual wellness check for a reason because you're not waiting to get sick before you go see your physician. If you don't have health insurance, invest in yourself. The money you can use to buy that shoe, use it to pay a doctor to check you out, do your blood work, see what your levels for every significant thing is. And that is what we call primary prevention. You want to see it ahead of time. You want to nip it before it starts. You want to stay healthy. Mental health is extremely important. Look at what the world gave us, coronavirus. It didn't warn us. A month before the coronavirus, I was with Nogia and a group of friends in Florida. No one warned us that we would be facing such a pandemic. Every single human being on this planet felt the anger of coronavirus. We know someone that was hurt by coronavirus, whether they lost a family member, whether they lost an organ system, something happened to them because of coronavirus. You have to understand that you don't wait to get sick before you seek for help. You go ahead and stop yourself from getting sick. Now, if something happens at work, there are situations where you might eat a bad food and you don't feel good. Don't try to tough it up. No, you go to your supervisor and tell them that you're sick. You need to get checked out. Go immediately and stop it right there before it worsens. So, what I'm trying to tell you is this: if you want to be successful, your physical and your mental health, they need to be top notch. I have been blessed to have an extremely strong support group, which includes my mother, my sisters. I have best friends that help me in this walk of life. You're not going to be able to succeed if you don't have that social support. If your social support, which is your social health, is sick, then you are not at optimal health. If you have naysayers, if you have negative people around you, cut them out. You don't need them. People that know me will tell you that I am one of the most optimistic people you will ever see. I walk into a room looking for the best. I walk into a room expecting the best. I walk into a room expecting you to treat me good. If you don't treat me good, well, I just move on to the next person. I don't have time to waste on you. I have a very healthy social circle. So try to make sure that you're going to go through this journey of life by yourself without having a social circle that's very healthy. I do check in with my therapist every now and then, believe it or not. A few years ago, I went through a very challenging time in my life. And as an African woman, we are not used to going to psychologists and therapists. And it wasn't something that I felt that I needed. I felt that because I had that social support with my friends and my family, that I did not necessarily need someone who actually went to school, someone who actually went to get extra education to help that part of my health until I tried it. My mom can only do so much for me. My sisters are awesome. I have this three strongest women in my life as sisters. They faced so much in life and they're still standing. I have a gorgeous friendship with some gorgeous women who were some of the strongest women I have come across in life. But there are those things that they will not be able to do for you. There are things that in a space, in a therapy space, you're able to explore, you're able to open up, pay somebody to help you get those skills to succeed that phase in your life. And even when all seem to be good, check in. When all seem to be good, I just check in with my therapist. I pay money. I tell my patients when I see them in clinic, pay money to go see a psychologist, a therapist, and talk to them. So you cannot aspire to succeed. You cannot aspire to be successful wherever you are in life or whatever stage you are in life if you're not healthy. And I'm talking about your physical well-being, your social well-being, and your mental and emotional well-being. So yes, health is extremely important for your success as an ambitious woman. I love what you said about don't be afraid to change doctors. This is what I want everyone listening to me to hear me clearly. You are the customer. When you go to a physician, you are the customer. Expect to be listened to, expect to be heard. If you feel that your physician is not hearing you, ask if they hear you, ask if they understand. And I'm telling you, if that physician does not see you, does not hear you, does not understand where you're coming from, please change doctors. It is your money, and you have the right to go to someone who actually cares about you.